Easiest tracksuit pants. Okay. I don't know why I did that.
Okay. All right. Well, this is live. I wish that I could figure out how to pin this for TikTok, but you know what? It's
Okay, Books with Casey said it sounds totally fine. Thank you so much.
okay.
I actually needed that. Okay, perfect. My phone's just on my.
That's perfect.
It's just here.
Okay. Well, one of these days we'll get her on video, and so you don't have to just look at me this whole time. Okay. Let's see. And now we are live on YouTube, I think. Okay, we've got 3 people. Okay, if you're on YouTube, comment and say hi just to make sure. I'm going to take my earrings off because I feel that they're knocking against my AirPods.
Oh, join the chat. Okay.
Anybody can hear that, but also I am in my PJs. I was literally just out out and about doing some early Christmas shopping, and you guys, it's already crazy busy out there. So
I was at Costco, which is where I bought my tracksuit pants today, and I
Oh.
just immediately put them on. They have fleece inside.
Okay, let's
They were like
give us a little OOTD.
No, they're just like black, and they have like blanket material inside. But at Costco, there's so many people.
No, it's crazy. It's because I didn't realize it was Thanksgiving this week.
I know.
That's crazy.
You're like, I'm going to run errands. I'm like, okay, good luck.
Yeah, no. We went over to well, I guess I can't say because I might have gotten my co-host a little something, but I was at Michael's.
I have you on Find My Friends.
Hi everyone. Oh my god, I almost pushed something. Okay, I just want to give everyone in the YouTube chat a little disclaimer. We are also live on TikTok, and we decided to do that about 2 minutes before we jumped on. And so Mariana was having technical difficulties with the mic approximately 2 minutes ago. Yeah. So we this may or may not be a trial run. We're working on it. We're trying to get more like high tech for you guys. We have mics.
I have mics and I have a ring light. I'm not gonna touch my mic. Like this is
don't
where
touch your mic. I'll touch mine. Here it is. We have mics. We are currently not podcasting, live streaming remotely. Which is just unfortunately gonna be how it is for a while, but you know what? It's okay.
December, I think, we'll be reunited.
Yes. Yeah. Also, I realized I probably should have put my Invisaligns back in because I'm gonna be without them for an hour, but that's okay. Yeah. That way I won't be lisping into the mic for you guys.
Offline conversation online. Do you have the book for next month handy?
Oh, I can grab it. You mean like when we announce it? I guess it's kind of obvious. Okay, that's the other thing. Oh my god, we have 42 people on TikTok. Hey, gang. I wish I could pin. Can somebody tell me how to pin a comment on here? Because I really don't. I wish that I could pin something.
Next month will be like IT all up in it. I'll watch so many YouTube videos.
I could put like a little sticky note right here. There, I don't know how to do this.
It's okay.
Okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay. Hey, sister. Hey, everybody. Oh my god, no.
This is the book we read this month, as you all know, and I just wanted to show you, like, how did this happen? I don't know. Like,
how did you do that?
I threw it in my purse. So Nikki gave me a Kindle, and I put the Kindle in here so that it wouldn't scratch when you first gave it to me. And I think maybe I got so excited at that. Werewolf.
To be fair, do you have a screen protector on your Kindles? Because I don't, and mine is so scratched.
No, I do. I have 2. On Amazon, if you buy one, there's like a pack of 2. So I have one for the one you just gave me, and then I have a bunch of backups. And I also have a bunch of cases.
The Kindle screens are so soft, I feel.
Huh?
I feel like the Kindle screens are really soft.
I know, that's why I'm like terrified. I also do have like a little bubble in the new one, so that does bother me, but I just try not to. I think you tap.
See, I also don't have a screen protector on my phone, which also has a few.
That's criminal.
I've just never done that. Okay, see, I tried to hold this down, and it just says reply, translate, comment. What happened? Why did you guys?
I think I sent you a gift.
I think you have to pay to send me a gift.
Oh, then I think
want to send us gifts. Feel free. We're
something else.
Okay, how do I mute duration? No. Blocked keywords? No. Filter comments on? No.
Who read the physical copy of the book? Because I just think that this is the cutest cover.
It's really cute.
I love the colors. Obviously, it like ties back to the book, but I think it's so cute. Like I am sad. I will tape it. Don't worry. But I ripped it because it's actually really cute for my bookshelf.
I know I don't even have my copy handy. I ended up reading. We both audiobooked a lot of it, I feel.
That's why I don't know how the heck this happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you audiobooked the whole thing. How did that
Most of it. I was on a flight, yeah. But then I went back and I reread some of it, which I was telling you last night. You know, it's good to reread after you listen to it because then you like catch little things. And I'm like,
I know. I felt the audiobook narrator. I'm really picky about my narrators, and I thought they were pretty good.
Can everyone tell me if I'm this far from the mic? Can you hear me still?
I keep yawning. I mean, I can hear you on my headphones. I don't know that that's
okay. Okay.
I feel like it's probably better than being very close.
Okay. Well, I'll be this close. Hey guys, it's me, Mariana. Welcome to my apartment. In case anybody didn't notice, I am in Annalee's apartment. Isn't it so cute?
It literally looks just like how I pictured it, except for I picture it to be a bit more, I don't know, bigger. Not even.
She's in New York, sister. Like, it's not a big apartment.
I know, but like not bigger, but also I can't say. I feel like we can only say certain things because now that we're live on TikTok, like it's not going to work. But the name of the birds was my favorite.
Oh, I know, mother
Mother
fricker.
effer. Yeah.
No, I think this is so cute. Although, anyway.
Okay, let's quickly run through the reminders for book club. Okay, guys, here's the whole list. A, if you want to read along with us on Fable, everyone, firstly, I would like to say, Mariana, you need to get on the Fable chat. She doesn't.
No, you guys. I love Fable. Like, if I could just
You're
be
so
an app,
fake,
it would be.
because you don't want to like interact with us.
No, it would be Fable. I love it. It's so cute.
You need to show everybody. Maybe can you hold up your thing? Oh no, you're on live.
Yeah.
In the group chat after. Okay, that's the next thing. Instagram broadcast channel on my page is where you're going to find us more regularly because we can like chit chat easier on there and like send updates and stuff. You should send the screenshot of your full year. Mariana reads so much and it actually pisses me off because she'll be like, I only read 6 books this month. And I'm like, what do you mean only? Like,
Yeah, if you wanted to, you would.
Yeah, and I want to, but I have undiagnosed ADHD. So I can't.
The amount of times that I've gone to Nikki's house and be like, oh, like, let's read. Like, just sit down and just don't talk to me and read. Reads for 5 seconds on her phone. Reads for 5 seconds on her phone. I'm like, this is why you can't do Jack. Like,
well, the problem is that I just have a lot of things that I need to like. Okay, if something comes to me in my brain, like, oh, I need to text somebody this, or I need to put this in my calendar. Like, if I don't do it right, then if she's in one ear and out the other, she's gone. So I need to be right on time. You know what I mean?
No, when I read, like nobody talked to me at all.
But you can read anywhere. Like you literally will just sit down in the middle of a park. Literally, you have read when we guys this summer.
I'm so scared.
We went, and there's also a full YouTube video of this on my YouTube channel if you want to watch it after this. We went to Maryland, and it was everybody in their plus ones. There were 6 of us there. We were all sitting around the campfire, talking, listening to music, making s'mores. Mariana's, I look over there, she's on her Kindle. It's like,
no, I thought you were gonna say when we were in DC.
Oh, yes. We literally were in DC earlier this year at a bar. Dora, don't. Sorry, my cat is going to start making noise. And she was reading at a bar.
First of all, I don't even know what book it was, but I think it was. I was reading Abby Jimenez. That's when I did it. You'll see it in my favorite.
Oh my God. And you were reading on the tours. We went on like a tour of the Capitol building, the library, National Library, whatever.
Yeah. You got to read in the library. I was addicted. I will say I am addicted to reading, and like I'm not even sorry.
You kind of read on the Kindle app on your phone, I feel.
Also, the restaurant that you're at, Nikki, right now. I know it took a lot to get a reservation there. It looks kind of like the one in the Titanic when they like are under the, when she like walks down.
Well, that's no good. I have something to say to you guys. Help! I'm still at the restaurant. That's all I got.
That's really good. I'm trying to think. That song today, actually.
I was in the car with Ricky earlier going shopping, and he goes, I feel like a lot of times we don't play music in the car. And I was like, it's because you don't like my music. And he said, the only music you listen to is Taylor Swift. And I said, correct. And he goes, well, why can't we listen to something else? I said, because it's my car and I'm driving. So we're going to do what I want.
What else is there to listen to? Yeah, what I would like to know.
I was like, that's all I listen to. And that's all I listen to for good reason.
Oh, however, I am addicted to just shoot it up. the new Gracie Abrams song that isn't new. That like remember I was singing it to you.
Oh, the ooh.
Yeah,
Hold on, I need to pause. Okay, the Blissful Reader on TikTok. We do see your comments. Basically, I can't pin a comment to explain. Oh, put a picture of the book in the corner. Okay, basically, we're live on YouTube. Me and Mariana, my co-host, we are live on YouTube discussing this with like graphics and pictures and whatnot. But I decided to just, jump on TikTok as well. But I don't know how to use it. So bear with me. But we are talking about the 7-year slip. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But
anyway, you were going through like just our Instagram and everything.
Oh yes, follow us both on TikTok, follow us both on Instagram. Join the Instagram broadcast channel, and also join us on Fable. There's a book club on Fable. You can get the link in my bio, and that's where you can read chapter by chapter with us. But I feel like a lot of you guys know that. Okay, should we do our reading wrap-ups next?
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? We have a little something.
I think we did a good enough catch up, and I think they're ready. They're ready to see.
I think they're tired of us yapping.
They're ready to see the artwork.
Okay, go ahead. Let me see if I can figure out how to put it on.
1, 2, tweet.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, guys, Mariana had this lovely idea to do little graphics in the background. So again, TikTok people, you can join us on YouTube.
Oh no, I mirrored
both of this. What do you mean?
There. It like mirrors my camera for some reason, so the books were flipped.
Oh, it didn't look like that on here. But just for you. Okay, do you want to go first? For our November reading wrap?
Yeah. Okay, so this is my November wrap up, and spoiler alert, they all sucked. And by all I mean like 2 out of the 4. I am reading. I'll do it at the end. Anyway, I started the month with Promise Me Not, which is the second book to the Megan Brandy series. You guys, it was so bad. Like I gave it 2 stars, and that's so generous.
So sad.
I'm sad because I liked the first one, and I was so excited for this one to come out. And then Nikki's like, it came out, so I went and I started reading it. It was so long for no reason, and it was just really cringe. If anyone read it, just tell me that you also hated it, so that I'm not like a bully to this author, because she's really sweet. Like I really liked the first one, and I just feel like it was so weird. Like I don't know, not for me.
Is it just the characters that you didn't vibe with?
Yeah, it was the brother and the girl that he like falls in love with, but it was just a lot. And the timing was back and forth. Did anyone read it? Because honestly, it just was not. It was very confusing. I never knew what time I was in. It was like the past, the present, May, summer. It was like a lot. So not for me. 2 out of 5. The other one that I hated is called Power Play. It's a hockey romance book. Also, the second book to the DC Stars series. So bad. Like actually same as Promise Me Not. Like no, don't read it. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Our hockey lover queen. Hockey lover.
I'm usually give everything like a 5. Like I'm usually happy enough. I'm like, I read a book. Oh my god, I love, obsessed. No. Immediately no. Like no. So we're moving on from those 2. 2 out of 5. Boo. I read Maybe Meant to Be, which is the 3rd book of the K.L. Walther. She wrote Summer Broken Rules, What Happens After Midnight, and then she wrote this one. It was really cute. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I really liked it. It was not your typical read. It was like a dual point of view, but each person had their like own romance. So it wasn't like they were in love with each other. It was like they had.
I love that.
Yeah, it was really cute. I hadn't read anything like that, so I really liked it. I'm not going to DM her because I already DM'd her about the other one, and she did reply. So it's not.
And then I think I DM'd her and said my friend tried to DM you, and then she goes, "Oh my god!" And then she DM'd you back, and then you were like embarrassed.
I was like, "Oh, okay, well." Then I DM'd her about the second one that I read, and she replied.
Oh yeah. Well,
without you,
she knows that you're in.
Now she knows I'm in. So she's writing a 4th one, and I want it. I want it early.
What about San Francisco? Oh my god, guys, I keep yelling.
No, it's called like Someday Maybe. Wait, no, that's this one. I don't remember what it's called. I'm fake.
I thought it was about San Francisco, or is that the previous one, the second one?
No, from this girl.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe I made that up. I don't know.
She writes about like random boarding schools for the most part.
Oh.
Like this one was about a boarding school. The one before this was about a boarding school, and the other one was like summer.
Well, we read Summer Broken Rules for this book club. So people know.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did.
Without me.
Yeah, that was before you. BM.
I remember. Wow. How
Um,
miserable that must have been. And then I read our book club book. And then I am also reading Off to the Races. You guys, I hate it.
oh no.
Maybe November is just not for me because I'm being so hard on all these books, but it's just not good. It's just not.
Like, what about it?
It's just very cheesy. And they tie in, if you guys were with us for Flawless, the sister of, her name is Violet. I forget their last name. Not Harding. I forget. The sister of all of the hot cowboys. Yeah, no, just not it. The story, it moved way too fast. Like there was no context, like at all for anything. How are they in love? He doesn't even know her. He hates her. I was very confused. So that's why.
Hmm.
You didn't
Sorry,
hear anything I said.
I stopped paying attention. I was trying to figure out how to add a picture of the book, but I've given up. I've given up. Okay.
I tried as well, but I couldn't.
That's fine. Okay. Hey everybody. So I actually started the month off over here with Wayward. I'm so sorry. You guys are not boring me. I'm just very tired for some reason. I'm literally in my PJs. Okay. So I started the month with Wayward. It was literally so good. I loved it. If you want to feel feminine rage and just really want to rage against the patriarchy, I would suggest Rage Against the Machine. I would suggest it. It's basically about 3 women in different time periods. So one is from like the 1600s, like Salem witch trials era. One is from the 1920s or 30s, and then one is from present day. And they're all like interconnected somehow, and they have like it's kind of like magical realism, I guess, because they have like they're like witches, but it's definitely not fantasy. Like there's not really a lot of magic involved. Very good. And then I also I listened to The Veiled Kingdom and The Hunted Heir, which are the first 2 in that series. I don't think the third one's out yet. Really, really smutty fantasy. Holly Renee. So I actually have a video about this coming out probably sometime this week because I partnered with them on it. But I had been hearing so much about this book series because people are like so feral for it. I think if you liked Powerless by Lauren Roberts, you guys would really like this one because it's not YA fantasy, but it's an easy to digest fantasy because it's like the magic system's not complicated, the world building's not complicated, but it's like a fun training arc shadow daddy situation. And it's literally so smutty. And I was listening to it on audiobook. And so of course on the freeway, like whatever. But then I'm driving around side streets and they're, just doing crazy stuff. And I literally have my volume on 1 because I'm like so awkward. And I'm literally like in LA where there's like people walking down the street and
No, I hate that.
right next to me. I had to keep pausing it because it was literally so smutty. So if you're looking for like a very smutty smut fantasy, that would be the one.
Well, it's funny because I never realized how loud you can hear until I was outside and I heard someone on their phone. And I was like, oh my God, I can hear everything that they're saying.
No, it's literally so bad. And I listen to all my music and stuff so loud in the car. So I don't really care. But with the books, you gotta be careful.
Yeah. Frig.
But
say it again.
Holly Renee.
Oh.
I liked this one too because it was really short for like a fantasy book, especially the second one was so short. I think the audiobooks are only like less than 8 hours. So, and also the man narrator.
Is it dual? Is it a guy and a girl?
Ricky is sharing the live on TikTok about 20 times. It's dual. Yeah, it's guy and girl dual. And I like how during the chapter, like when he reads, when it's like he said this, but it's like in her POV, it'll put his voice in it.
Ooh, not like her, not like her doing like a man voice.
Yeah, he did all the man voices, so it was pretty good. It was definitely not like, I mean, you can't
good audio production
fantasy. Yeah, the audio was good. I liked it. So
nice. Well, it sounds just like my books.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you didn't have such a good time this month, but
okay, are we gonna start by rating 7-year slip? I forget how we do this.
Okay, let's try and summarize it. So maybe we go back out of our backgrounds. Back to my restaurant. Hell. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the 7-year slip. You know what I need is my book. But I don't know where
you can have mine.
I know. I wish I could just Maybe Ricky, if you're still in this live stream, go into our room and find the book, please, and bring it to me. It's called
Oh
The
my
7-Year
God.
Slip. It's got a yellow cover. It's probably next to my bed somewhere buried under my clothes. Okay. Anyways, hey, we're back. Okay. So basically, obviously, I'm sure a lot of you read this if you're here, but it's a magical realism romance story. First of all, set in New York City, which LOL that the theme for November was supposed to be small town romance. I thought that it was literally a small town romance, and then it was literally based in Manhattan. And I was like, small town where? Because this is not it.
It's a little island.
Yeah, in terms of like distance is pretty small.
Yeah. I didn't realize
Um,
either. I don't even think I looked at the back. I think everybody was just dying to read it. I was like, let's do it.
I thought that it was based in like a little Rhode Island cottage or something. I don't know why. Like I thought that she inherited her aunt's like little cottage somewhere. That's what people were making it sound like. But basically Clementine inherited her late aunt's apartment, and the way that the apartment works is that every so often it'll jump you in time by 7 years, either forward or back. I think it only depends on the.
I don't think it's always 7 years, is what I gathered.
No, it is.
I don't think so.
It's always 7 to the
Okay.
day. For sure. No, for sure. I guarantee.
I
This
don't
whole
think
one
it
is called
is.
7
Can
years.
someone agree? I don't think it is. You know why? Because I'm pretty sure well, I'm jumping, but I'm pretty sure
No,
it's not.
it's 7 for sure. For sure.
Really?
Yes.
I guess it's called 7 years, but I think for them it was 7. Because she was like, 7 is the amount of heartbreaks that you'll get, or 7, you know? I also can't see comments, or people aren't leaving comments because I can't join the chat for YouTube, by the way.
Oh, no, nobody's commenting.
Oh, okay. Well, does no one want to tell us?
Everybody left us. Oh, okay. Shelby, you can't see these comments?
I can now. I guess I thought people were.
Shelby,
I was like, oh no, everyone's dying to tell us what they read in November. You guys, no one said anything.
We didn't ask. We're such little a-holes. We should have asked. Guys, we didn't invite you to tell us what you read in November, but please, you can always add yourself in. Also, I'm live, laugh, loving that someone in here is named Refined Bath Solutions. Thank you so much for being here, and I love that you actually
It's
read
your
the book.
business account. I love that. It's definitely always.
They're counting on you. It's 7 years for sure. That's why it's called 7 Years Slip.
But no, maybe I misinterpret. You know, it's all about interpretation, really. That's what it is.
I feel that. Well, what I've interpreted is that you are wrong, and anyway, so Clementine gets tossed back 7 years on accident, and then she meets this guy Ewan. I thought it was Ewan. It's Ewan. According to the audiobook, I was thinking Ewan because Ewan seems weird, but apparently not.
But there's an I.
Yeah, but Ewan? Like what? I mean,
it's
didn't you say it's an Irish or Scottish or something?
I think Scottish.
They said Scottish, I think. Which also, I mean, we can talk about Ewan later. I don't think he should have had a Southern accent. I think he should have had like a British or a Scottish or an Irish accent. Because
that was weird.
Like, I don't. What freckly little redhead is coming out of the South named Ewan?
Many of them.
You told me there's a freckly redhead Ewan coming out of
that was his middle name.
Oh yeah, you're right. Spoiler. Not the sound of the. Okay. We're always really bad at these summaries, so maybe let's.
Yeah. Okay. You guys. Well, okay. Long story short, she gets tossed back after her aunt passes away, and she's living there. She's a publicist in New York. She ends up meeting Ewan. They kind of have a rough start, but then she realizes that like the apartment's magic, and that's why he's here out of nowhere. Checks the calendar. Her aunt is still alive, so she's kind of like, maybe I can keep him around to kind of keep her around in a way, because in the reality where he's meeting her, she's still alive. Her aunt is, and so I think that kind of is the theme throughout the entire book. Long story short, she goes back and forth, present, past, falls in love with him at some point, and what is really the ending of the book?
Well, it's hard because like it's like the dual timelines are kind of converging in a way where like as she's meeting or as she's getting to know and falling in love with the baby Ewan, in real life, they're also not baby, obviously.
Yeah,
but
they're reconnected.
they're reconnected in real time. And so they're starting to fall for each other like again, you know? And
Yeah.
so I feel like once the timelines meet, like once he moves out of the apartment and then meets her in real life, it like resets everything and then they're like able to be together, basically.
Yeah, true, true.
It's kind of what's confusing.
Beautiful.
Okay. Love that. All right, maybe let's just move on to, do you want to do our overall ratings?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually kind of haven't, actually no, I know what mine is. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first, yeah.
Okay.
As I'm looking like this.
I think I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. I really, really liked it. I don't think it was a 5-star for me personally because, okay, disclaimer, and I feel like I talked to you guys about this last time. I read The Dead Romantics by her and I absolutely hated it. I thought it was like the worst book ever. And I think it's partially because I don't love the way that she writes like banter and characters. Like the characters, I liked them, but it's not my favorite type of character for either one of them, like the female or male main character or whatever.
Yeah.
So because of that, I feel like I couldn't give it a full 5. Also because there were certain like not plot holes, but certain things that I wish we got like more of, you know?
Or less
But-
of, like why
or
was that
less of.
necessary?
Yeah. So like but overall, I really, really loved it. I thought it was really cute, and it took me a minute to get into it. But then I was like, wait, and I gotta give points for like a unique premise.
Yeah. I really like that too. I think I'm with you. Mine is a 4 out of 5. Mostly
guys,
because there
please leave
was
your ratings for this. What you rated it?
Yeah, let us know what you guys thought. Because I felt like there was certain things that I'm like, why is her friend pregnant? Like why is that necessary?
Yeah, that
Like
didn't
random
add
stuff like
anything.
that I was like, it didn't really need to be that, I guess. Maybe I don't know. Stuff like that where I feel like there was maybe she started with an idea to create something out of this character and then kind of just it fizzled out because she's like, oh,
Yeah.
I forgot I was writing about these guys. Like that's how I felt.
Mhm.
But I really liked it. I thought it was really cute. I like the idea of Ewan. I like a good chef. I just do.
Yeah. It
Like,
was giving Atlas. Like he was giving Atlas for sure.
Oh yeah, I was saying how it ends with us like he's so cute. I love that. And I liked that. I did like that it was based in New York. I feel like I lived in New York for 2 years, so I feel like it's like, oh, it's cute, and I know where things are, and I can imagine it, and it's like so like go. I thought it was really
Like the way
cute.
she was describing, like I got on this train and then I went to this area and I was like, oh, I know where that is.
Yeah, and she goes Williamsburg, and I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah, I love Williamsburg. What do you mean?
What do you mean? That was my house. I never read Dead Romantic, so I didn't have any idea of the author going into it. I didn't mind the corny banter, because I felt like it made sense for her character because she was kind of like funny, like a funny little girl.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I liked the cover again. That adds brownie points in my book because
Mhm.
in my actual book because I just like that. So, yeah, I liked it.
That's
I'm glad
good.
that I had
That's
it in
the
my
title, Mariana. Bookmark that in my book.
Okay. I can write it
We have
down
a
in my
secret
notebook.
project that we're working on. and we
Okay.
need a title for it.
Shelby said 4 stars, enjoyed it, but didn't hit that 5-star feeling. I agree. Like there was like little things missing or too much of something. I gave it a 4.5. I really wanted more of the time travel aspect, but the story was adorable. Yeah, I was telling Nikki this. We were talking about it yesterday, but I felt like it jumped from one really exciting thing and then it was over. Like something with like the aunt came and then I was like, "Ooh, I want to know more," and then it was done. And she's like back to reality. So I felt like there could have been more. Maybe honestly, it could have been a little bit longer. Not that she rushed it, but I felt like there was more story to tell. I don't know.
Well, and also I feel like this is how I felt. I don't know if anyone read Bride by Allie Hazelwood. She is a romance writer who was trying to do fantasy in that book. And I think part of the reason why I really didn't like Bride was because it didn't feel. It was partially because of the nodding, but also because it just didn't feel to me like it was an actual fantasy. Like it was like, it didn't like, I don't know. So in this, it feels sort of the same where it's like, it's a romance book with like sci-fi, magical realism, time travel elements. And I'm like, you have to have the brain. I'm not saying that the author doesn't have the brain for that, because I know a lot of her books involve magical realism, but it's like you have to be able to really figure out how this works. Like there felt like there were plot holes in like the time travel aspect of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Did we make that one of the questions about the time travel
I
stuff?
think it was actually, let me see. This one. Yeah, like what
Yeah,
did you think about the way that it was like partially romance, partially magical realism, and like where did that go right and wrong, would you say?
yeah. I feel like I liked it because it was like a unique like take on romance, but I just felt like she didn't know how to marry the part of like Ewan and Lemon being like so excited and like spending all weekend together to then then in my mind I'm like, okay, then she goes to work and then what does he think that she think that she's doing all day?
Yeah, well, because
Like
like,
that
and
is
he
I kind of
never
but I'm
asked
like maybe I'm
her.
overthinking it. But yeah, I felt like the logistics of the time travel I didn't understand. Because I'm
Well,
like,
and
so when she
you
comes
would
back,
think
is
that
it
he
like
would
3
have
days
said
later?
like, wouldn't he have said like, can I have your phone number?
Yeah, well, they were
You
living
know?
together. But yeah,
But like not like she would be there for 2 days and then leave for a month, and he'd be like, where'd you go? Like, you don't think he would have said like, can I have your number? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and
Or
the way
like
that she was like, oh, my phone doesn't work because the Wi-Fi is bad, like, and I can't use Wi-Fi 7 years ago. I'm like, but what like.
I know, stuff like that I think made it I think that there was a lot of potential with this idea,
Mhm.
and I think that she maybe fell a little short, no offense, Ashley. Like, I think it was so cute how she met younger him, and he was so, like, infatuated with her and so excited, and then it just ended there. Like, he was just so excited, and then they stopped each other, and then they danced in the moonlight in my living room, as you can see. But then that was it. Like, I don't know, they needed to be more and I also felt like when they were together, it wasn't deep enough for them to fall in love. I'm like, "You really
I
like
can
her
see
after all
that.
this?"
Well, no, I mean, I felt like they were able to connect pretty, because I feel like she doesn't seem like she really opened up to a lot of people, and it felt like she was able to kind of open up to him. And it was just
Really?
like they were like awkward and cute together, like,
Yeah. But then I
like
was like,
just
she's
the
kind of
way
a
that they,
funny character. Yeah.
yeah, both of them were like lame, like they were like cute little funny,
Yeah.
like
B
sweet.
but also the part where I was saying how it felt like she was missing some parts, like, her being an artist and painting in the bathtub, okay, she did that once and then she was healed, like, there could have been so much more to that,
Yeah,
I felt like.
totally.
Her being, like,
Yeah,
super creative and the
it needed
magazines
to
and
be
all that.
wrapped up in a way.
Yeah, but I like the combination of it. In general, I like that it was, like, a cool, like, magical apartment that now gets tossed to someone else or whatever.
Yeah, it is very unique. I've never read anything similar to that. Have you heard of oh, oh my god, I can't think of what it's called. But there's a book, hold on. Oh, The Ministry, wait,
Of
it's called
magic?
The Ministry of Time. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay, it sounds sort of similar in the way that I've been really wanting to read this. There's a girl who works for like, it's kind of like an integration agency where like if somebody moves from one country to the other, they like help them integrate into like American life, but instead of being it from somewhere else, it's from like a different time period. So she has to like help
Ooh.
integrate someone. I think it's like an old like war general from the 1600s or something. Like
Mhm.
some old guy like who's young and like handsome, and obviously they like fall for each other, whatever, but
Yeah.
she has to integrate him into current day life. And so
Yeah.
I feel like that sounds sort of like the same kind of vibe, but like really interesting, where it's like, ooh, how does this like time travel aspect work? So
Yeah.
that could be a good follow-up book if you guys want something similar.
Yeah. Somebody let Ashley know. We have thoughts. We have feedback for her.
Yeah, we need to get some special guests on here next time, like the author. Wouldn't that be fun?
Are you saying I'm not a special guest?
No, I'm saying you're a co-host, so we can
Yeah, you're right,
add
you're
an
right.
additional guest.
Were there any moments in the plot that you felt blended those elements? I felt like I know it was sad, but the kind of obviously toward the end when they try to leave and then she disappears. Like obviously that makes sense. I was
Mm,
curious. I was very intrigued to see like what's gonna happen when she tries to leave because it wasn't
yeah,
until like something pushed them to go outside. And he's like, "Oh, let me take you on a date." And she's like, "Oh, I can't get out of the apartment."
but
But
also like she should have known that wasn't going to work. Like, why wouldn't she just like tell him right then? Because she
oh, what
knows
is he
that she
supposed to
eventually
say?
was going to tell him. So like, why not just tell him right then? You know
I
what I
know.
mean?
I also thought that when she came back and he was like, "Are you real?" Like that was like what I would expect to happen.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Oh shoot, you disappeared, girl." Like and I would have been
Weeks
curious
ago.
to know like how much time passed between that and she left and went to
Mhm.
work for a week or whatever and then came back to 7 years later, like how much time was passing for him.
It would have been kind of nice to have the chapters be the date.
Yeah. I
You know
don't
how
know how
some books
long they
do
were
that?
in the was it all summer?
I think it was. Because
See,
they said
I
that
didn't
her
get that.
birthday was August, I think. So I think it all started around beginning of the summer and then it went through August.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Cuz
like
yeah,
it would have
he's
been
like
nice to have chapters or something.
cuz
Or I mean like dates.
he was saying that he went there for the summer. He went to New York for like a summer course or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And it was so sweet when he was like, yeah, like I'm moving in with my friends, you know, like,
I
and
know.
I always like, oh my God, like we know
Like
what
I know
happened.
them.
You know, that was one thing I liked about it was like finding out things and then seeing how it played out. So it was like
Yeah.
we found out the end portion, like that they had the food truck, but then we ended up finding out how it happened later, which I
The
thought was cute.
fajitas, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now I want fajitas. That sounds good.
Thing. Yeah, it's sweet. I liked it. Very unique.
Loved.
I would have
Um,
wanted more. That's a good thing.
yeah, I agree. Um, okay. Should we, because we can talk about their characters, should we do our Hollywood treatment real quick?
Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
okay, so guys, Mariana had this really good idea of casting, like who we would pick to cast in this movie if it were made into a movie, which I think this would actually be a really good movie.
I think so too.
So let's do.
It kind of gives me like Time Traveler's Wife, if anybody read that or watched the movie. Oh, I already
Oh,
did
I
it.
don't know that one.
There's
Oh
my
no, I'm
guy.
doing it right now. Sorry, I was slow. Okay, you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. So for mine, I did Google auburn hair male actor and came up with this guy. Sweet. Forgot his name, but this is it. This is literally what I pictured Ewan as, or James, whatever.
So we don't know
Fancy.
who he is. You just like picked this guy.
I sent it to you on Google. I think his name
But
is like
he's like
Jack
some.
Andrew.
Okay, but he is an actor. He's not just a
He's an
comedian.
actor. Yeah. He's in like a few movies. I don't know, just Jack. It just is him. You know, I pictured curly hair, and he
Yeah,
was
that
like kind of
does.
like a nice, like 5'10", 6 feet tall, nothing crazy. Cooking for her in the kitchen, plain white tea, you know. And then for the girl, I kind of had trouble because I don't know, and I was kind of going back trying to find if they had a lot of descriptors for her. But I picked
Mm.
Lily Collins because I feel like it's kind of like the character of Emily in Paris, but like
Yeah.
normal. Where she's like a little boss girl and walking around, and she's like fly, 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 trying to get to the top with her to be her
Mm.
boss, and then she ends up realizing that it's not what she wants, and she just hangs out and cooks all day with this
With
guy.
her hubby.
I'm like married to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Curly redhead. I love it.
We know you love it.
Mhm.
The redhead.
I told Ben I would just cast him here.
Mariana
no,
is
it does.
a ginger. It's funny because in my in-person book club, we do this a lot, and 9 times out of 10, somebody's put Lily Collins in there. That's like always the go-to actors for everything. That and then Jacob Elordi are like the two where it's like it's always one of them.
Yeah.
Which
I wish we would have done it. I
Yeah,
wish we would have done it for Butcher and Blackbird.
yeah.
But I would have chosen him as well.
Yeah. Because he was Irish too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, I picked Tom Holland. That's Tom Holland, right?
Yeah.
Tom Holland, because I just feel like he's like a sweet little like funny boy.
Why'd you choose
know?
that photo?
Because that's him being quirky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like a funny little man. But we just need to like tat him up a little. And then that'll be him. But I feel that he might be a bit short for this role. Because I figured I believe that Ewan was tall. Even though that might not be true. I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember.
And then I forget this girl's name. I don't know her. Like I haven't seen her in anything, but I feel like
she's from
looks,
You.
Yeah, I feel like she looks just how I would picture Lemon.
Yeah.
So
that's she's really cute. She's from You, and she was like terrifying.
She was like a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can't say spoiler.
Well, I said yes.
Oh.
I'm like,
Well, I'm not gonna watch it. So, I was actually also thinking Penn Badgley for this, but then I was like, no, he's not right.
Yeah. I was also thinking, have you ever watched any of the Fantastic Beast movie?
Yeah,
Okay, that
that
guy.
main guy.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
also thinking
yeah.
him too. He's so cute.
He is cute. He'd be good. He'd
Yeah.
actually be really good. Okay, love.
Okay, we're
Um,
recasting.
Yeah.
If anybody
Okay.
had any thoughts that they were thinking of, please add them to the chat. I want to know
Yeah.
who
As we
people
go
would
through these
cast.
questions, like please put your own answers in there because we want to know what you thought as well.
As well.
Okay. Overall thoughts on Lemon. First of all, I love that he called her Lemon.
I know that was cute. And I told Nikki this, but in the beginning, you guys, so I was listening to this on audiobook. Fabulous. And then I went back to kind of take notes for today. And when she's in the restaurant and she bumps into the chef, like when she's leaving, and they had ordered the deconstructed lemon tart or whatever it was, and he's like bringing it out, and then she bumps into him and she's like touching his chest, and he goes, lemon? And it's like foreshadowing because she thinks it's the lemon tart, but he's actually like, holy cow, it's you, Lemon from the
She
apartment.
didn't know him yet.
But she's like, yeah, like lemon tart, whatever. And yeah, she didn't know. And I was like, oh my God, because obviously this was like literally chapter 1. And he knew from the beginning. And then I never got to see it all. Cute.
Did you feel like those were like too obvious? Like
I know,
those
'cause I
little plot
forgot it.
twists? No, but like not that lemon specifically, but like
The white t-shirt. When he
Well,
starts
when
with the white t-shirt.
when it was like, oh, he's a chef and he has lemon pie. And I was like, well, literally she bumped into the chef. Like, obviously it's him, you know?
Oh
Was it
no.
supposed to be
Maybe
a
I wasn't
big
paying
plot
enough
twist?
attention on my audiobook in the beginning.
Oh, okay, interesting. Because I felt like
Because
that to me, I was like, well, obviously it was him.
You're like, well, no, duh. No, I didn't. I think I got it when he was in the conference room with her. And
Oh.
yeah, I think.
No, I had been knowing.
But maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But the little things with like she kept talking about she shared a taxi with someone. I was like, okay, that's probably important, you know? And then the white t-shirt, and then she walked into the apartment, he's wearing his white t-shirt and ripped in jeans, you know?
Oh, I didn't put the taxi thing together until later. Jorah, stop.
Oh.
That's
No, I'm
okay.
smarter than you. I got it.
I'm actually typically terrible at guessing plot twists. Hold on, I need to let the cat out. Please pause.
Yeah. Overall thoughts on Lemon, though. I felt like she did what she could with what she had at the time. Like she was going through her aunt passing away, and she was just like, I feel like pretty upset, but trying to get through it. So I liked her resilience.
Yeah.
I felt like it was kind of a typical character of like, oh, something hard happened. Let me just throw myself into work. So I did like how in the end it ended up switching up, but I liked her. I felt like she was kind of stuck in like a weird place. Like, should I tell him? Should I not? Are we gonna end up together or not? Like my aunt and her lover didn't end up together. Why would this be different? Like, why are we? I don't know. I feel like I would also be like kind of freaking out a little bit, but I think she did well because she kissed him. So
see, yeah. I feel like the character was slightly inconsistent in the way that she was like a boss lady. I guess she was kind of like unsure at work. Like she was a boss, but she wasn't like she was a little bit unsure of herself.
Yeah.
But I wish that she was a little bit less like shy, awkward girl. Because I feel like in some parts, like when I'm trying to think of an example, like when they were at I think they were at the Met and she stood up and was like, Drew became a new,
yeah.
Somebody. Like a little shy, awkward girl would never do that. So it like didn't make sense with the character.
Yeah.
So I wish that she had made her a little bit more like forward with herself.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like when she was at the restaurant and she's like, oh, I should go say hi to the mom or Vera. Mom, plot twist.
Yeah.
This was mom. I feel like that, yeah, if she would have been such like a little shy girl, she wouldn't have wanted that, or she wouldn't have wanted her to even like notice her.
Right.
But I guess
made it out to seem that like she was like this like awkward girl or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, I could see that.
And then kind of same with him, I guess, but he was a little bit more confident. I felt like we could go into him, but like he was a little bit more. I liked him. Like I thought he was really cute, and the way that he kind of would like tease her and stuff. And
Yeah, I thought that it showed the difference of like when you're young and you're just like
totally,
naive and just being like so cute and flirty and fun and had nothing to lose because you were just starting, and her being like more established because
that's so
I was seeing how old she was, and I guess when they re-met she was 29 and he
mhm.
was 26, I think. So she was a little bit older.
When they met in the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then in real time he was like 33, I think,
Yeah, and she was like
something like that.
35 or something. I don't know the math.
Well, no, she
But
would
yeah.
have been the same age in both.
Oh,
So like she was 29 regardless. So like when they were met in the apartment, he was younger, but then when they were met in real life, she was
7 years
old,
older.
or he was 7
Oh
years
yeah,
older.
because she was 22 technically and he was 26
Yes, at the
when they
time.
would have met the first time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, I
yes,
see, I
yes.
see, I see. Yeah.
But yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so I and then how she kept comparing him, like, I felt like that wasn't fair, but I felt like in the his character as young and naive was, like, spot on, like, coming to New York, so excited, just,
Yeah.
like, he had a plan, "I'm gonna be a dishwasher, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, you get it, guy." But
Yeah.
then he grew up and was kind of like I didn't understand why he was so he grew up to be so, like, not hard, but, like, just kind of, like, I don't know. It's just not what I
More
thought, I
guarded.
guess. Hardened, yeah, because it sounded like he lived a good life. Like, he traveled, like, sorry you had to wait to meet this girl 7 years from now, but, like, he just seemed very maybe he just knew his worth because he's like, "Yeah, I'm fly, and yeah, everybody's gonna
Yeah.
wanna get a book with me."
Well, yeah, I think also he said like in the initial interview in the conference room, he was like trying to be cool for
Yeah,
her. He's like, "Oh, I wanted you to think I was cool." So he was kind of acting like a little bit more of like a ooh, big time deal or whatever.
yeah.
But I feel like he probably was a little bit like jaded by the industry and being sort of like famous now and having all these girls all over him at the time. And like he, said that he never found anybody who was the same. And so he probably was just kind of like,
He's like, "Yeah, I
well,
kissed so
this is
many
how
people
I,
and none of them were you."
yeah, yeah. And he's like, this is how I need to act in order to like sell.
Be taken seriously.
Yeah, like to be taken seriously. It's like people don't want to see, mom and pop's spaghetti. They
Yeah.
want to see like a fancy thing. So
Yeah, but I did like how, at the end, she was like, "This isn't you, like, the restaurant," and he's like, "Yes, it is. It's just that it's not little baby me, it's, like, me
yeah.
now," and he
But
kept
it was
some of
like
the
a
elements when he redid it. I like
yeah,
that.
I like that too because it's like this is how we change over time,
Mhm.
but also he changed some things when he was like, "Yeah, you're right. My grandpa wouldn't have wanted those uncomfortable chairs, but like
Yeah.
I'm keeping this fancy food." It's like you're allowed to
Yeah.
change.
Yeah, I'm
So
also, like, I was trying to picture, like, the ice noodles, or what was it called? Like,
yeah,
the
I was
dry
thinking
ice
it was
noodle?
like I was kind of picturing it like glass noodles, like
Yeah,
Asian glass noodles.
I kinda was too, just, like, smoky.
I know. I was like,
I was like, that doesn't sound very good."
no, it doesn't. But I
But
used him.
he's artistic. We
Yeah,
don't know. We don't know him. Yeah, I thought his character was way more developed and thought out than Clementine's.
I agree. But I just felt like
Maybe
he had a little bit more, like, depth. But also, though, we got to see, like, 2 characters out of him, basically. It was like we got to
yeah,
watch him grow up, whereas for her, it was just, like, a singular time in her life.
yeah. That's why it's interesting that the book technically she's the main character.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we didn't get his POVs, right? It didn't switch POV.
No.
Yeah, yeah, interesting, interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm. That
I
would've
liked I liked the I don't know if we have a question like what'd you like? I'm always like, I liked that he had the little whisk behind his ear and she
I
knew.
know. I know, I know, I know. Or when she was like, "Do you want me to find all your tattoos?"
And now
Yeah.
she had just met like saw a lot that night. I'm like, well, you're cheating, but sure.
Yeah. I know you're like you're two-timing him with himself, so
I know.
that's weird.
That's what's weird.
Um,
That's what I'm saying. Time traveler's wife. Like it's kind of that.
I don't think I've read that.
It's also a show. It's really good with Theo James.
Theo James.
Mhm.
Okay, thoughts on Clementine's career change and choosing to leave publishing, and have you ever thought about doing something similar? I like that.
I did do that. So I like that she did it. I felt like truthfully there wasn't a big enough reason for her to do it in my mind. Like I felt
I
like she could have
agree.
just I felt like she enjoyed it and she did like books and she maybe it was like the life that she didn't want, like working so much and not having time for partners or whatever, or maybe she just wanted to travel. Like, I don't know. But in my mind, I feel like there was no reason for her to quit. Like, I'm sorry, she just stayed working. She had a good job.
I
But
think there
I
should
did.
have been a more like fully fledged idea, like because I really liked that she painted the travel guides. So I don't see why she couldn't have been like, I'm gonna partner up with this company and make them. Like obviously it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want to turn my passion into a job with the art stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's like it is like pretty crazy to just like quit your job for funsies and like not have a plan.
Yeah. Which is like brave of her. But I just felt
Yeah,
like they didn't build her character up enough to be that sort of person. And also to,
totally.
I guess, maybe we're not supposed to know. Like in the
She's like,
ending,
I
like
got my rich hot chef hubby
what
now.
does she
So
end up
I don't
doing?
need to
Like,
work. She's like, I'm actually gonna be a stay-at-home wife.
like I feel you, sister. Um, But have I ever I kind of did this like going from what I was doing before and then now where my job is, like I completely switched. So I felt like I connected with her in that, but I didn't I don't know. I guess I wish I could just quit and do what I like to do and read books all day long and get paid. Like sure, but I just felt like the character that they built for her wasn't that type of person. But someone said I felt like the only reason she really wanted to leave was so that it wouldn't be a conflict of interest.
Mm,
Oh.
yeah, that's true. Because like
Yeah,
then if he was gonna sign, well, I guess he did. But
he
yeah,
did.
it's like why couldn't she have like because they
Her
kept
cake
saying
and eat it
how
too.
yeah. They kept saying how like how Rhonda was splitting her job into three. They kept being like, "Oh, I'm splitting it into three," but and I thought that she was gonna say, "Okay, well, let me take this other one." That was like gonna be different. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, or like the travel books. Like I don't
or
know.
like, "Hey, can I start? I want to pitch you starting my own division within the company, and like I'm gonna take on the travel section or something like that."
Yeah. I just
Uh-oh,
felt
so
like
we just
there
have.
wasn't enough.
I think I
Uh-oh,
lost an AirPod. I
I'm
heard a
dying.
little beep beep beep.
Ruh-roh. I could still hear you though.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take this one out because I think I only got one. Weird.
That's
Can
fine.
you still hear? Okay, I can
Yeah,
still
I
hear.
can hear you.
But my live stream. Hold on, things are happening, everyone. I'm so sorry. It's saying
Well, it's
live
been an
alarm. Oh,
hour.
we're good. Yeah, I think that they're like, hey, you're a bot. Okay, so
How'd they know?
yeah, I wouldn't say that I've really done that. Like I did do a career change, but it wasn't in the same way. So I don't think it was the same. But yeah, I don't know. I agree.
Yeah, mine
So
wasn't the same either. Like I didn't just quit to live my
well,
life.
yours
I
kind
felt
of
like
was more the same though, because you literally fully went from one industry to a random,
yeah.
total different one.
But I had a job and I was like
Yeah.
I was following what I thought I liked at the time. And then now I'm here, which is exciting. But it's also like I love my job.
But it's like you don't. But I feel like it's very romanticized that you have to like be in love with your job every day because it seemed like she really liked it, but
Yeah.
she wasn't. It wasn't like her passion. You know, like sometimes your job is like gonna suck. You know, like
Yeah.
everybody
Not
feels
mine
that.
though. I love my job.
Say hi to my boss.
No, I do love my job. I do.
Yeah, just kidding. Okay, we have like a bunch more questions, so we need to get going because I feel like we've literally been talking about
Yeah.
zero.
Is anybody still on? I don't even know how many people are on because I can't.
Nobody's responding. They're like, we are bored. Refined Bath Solutions is our number one. Thank you. Okay. Did you expect Did you expect Clementine and Ewan to overcome the barriers presented by the time difference? / were there any points in the novel you thought they might not end up together?
I did.
I
I genuinely thought that they were not going to end up together.
I didn't think that because I thought that it would be kind of I'm changing my background. I thought that it would be kind of messed up to do a non-happy ending. So I didn't think that that was the way it was going to go. But I wanted somehow for the aunt and Vera to like have their
Yeah.
moment somehow. Like I know that they didn't end up together, but I wanted them to somehow end up together. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they did, like through Ewan and Lemon. Like I think that was what was supposed to come out of them not ending up together. Like and not
Because
like I feel like that's what it was always supposed to be.
yeah, that's true.
Because the aunt was so set on like I think she was saying that she didn't like change.
Yeah. And it was like the barriers were all obviously different. Like
And it was a long time ago,
time and how
right?
it was gonna- yeah.
Yeah.
Like so I feel like their timing maybe didn't work out the way that Ewan and Lemons did. But also I feel like she should have told him about it maybe sooner. Cuz like if she once she found out in current time that she eventually told him, that was crazy by the way when he was like I remember you were good to see you again. And I was like, "Oh my god." But when it was kind of in the beginning after they had first like met up in real time and he was like she was like, "Oh, I don't know if he remembers me or knows me." And he
Oh,
was
when
like,
he
"No,
whispered,
but,
he was
good to
like
meet
leaving
you."
the conference room and he like whispered something. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, "Good to see you again." Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit." So, eventually obviously he finds out. So it's like, why don't you, especially when he walked out the door and disappeared. It's like at that point if he's asking you to leave the apartment, you know that like you can't leave the
Yeah.
apartment with him and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you've never tried it." I'm like, "Girl, don't be dumb. Like, you know that you can't leave the apartment with him. Like be for real." Okay. So
Yeah,
just
it bothered
tell
me
him, like
that
you're gonna tell him
Shelby said
eventually.
it, yeah, same. Like
Yeah.
why did you I don't know, I kind of felt bad.
I felt bad
'Cause
for
like if it would have been
not
me,
for
I would have been like, "Wait,
short-sighted
what do you
nature.
mean we're not gonna be together for 7 years?" Like, "Oh my god, why did you make me
No,
like
I would have
you?"
been peeved.
Yeah. I
Me
did,
too.
however, not think that they were gonna end up together. Like, I just felt like there wasn't enough idea for a while, I think, in the book of them. I just felt like he changed too much, you know?
Hmm.
And she was obsessed with who he was before. Like, I think
Yeah,
it could have gone that way.
I could see that.
But,
Yeah, I feel like maybe they didn't get enough time in present day to really rekindle and learn about each other now, like or learn about him now. I did like their little date to the food truck though.
I did too. I really
That
liked
was
that.
cute.
I thought that was cute. And
Yeah,
I just felt like I do wish that they would have put timestamps because I was confused on how quickly everything moved.
same. Because
But
that's crazy too. Is like for her, it was a really quick, like she fell in love quick, but he literally fell in love with her, like, and the memory of her over 7 years, which is like kind of sweet. You know, it's like after all this time, like after all
that's
this time,
insane.
always. You
I
know what
don't
that's from?
know.
Mariana, it's from Harry Potter. After all this
Uh-oh.
time, always.
I'm sorry.
You know, after all this time, always.
Who is that?
Snape.
Oh my God.
I need to do my rewatch and my reread. Actually, I haven't read this in however many years since the books came out, so I really want to do a reread.
Well, I only read the first one, but I should probably read them.
All of them. Anyways, okay, let's see what we have next. Oh, okay, but I want to do this one first. Do you think she should have kept the apartment?
Girl,
think
yes. Yes, like do
But
you see
also
it? It's so cute.
that's like kind of a traumatic. Oh my god, no, my thing. Okay, wait, talk really quick.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to get off the TikTok live because this is gonna mess up this. Oh, this is
Okay, we can figure it out after actually, so we can do it next time.
yeah, because people are gonna be. There was 4 people on there anyway. Okay,
For important people.
well, yes, but our real OGs are on YouTube right now. Okay, this is where we have our peeps for real.
Beep,
Yeah.
beep, squeak. My phone
Um,
was dying anyway.
what was I gonna say?
She
Oh,
should have kept the apartment.
I kind of actually, I think like yes, but also no, because that was a traumatic experience. And imagine still living there and then having to stress about like being transported again. Like that
Yeah.
feels traumatic to me, especially because she ended up seeing the aunt when the aunt
Yeah.
came home from the trip. That seems like okay, once, yeah, give her a hug and talk to her or whatever, but like having to keep reliving that with her for every time, like if it were to send her back again, that feels traumatic to me.
I just wish that when the aunt came back to the apartment the day that Ewan left, we would have gotten more from that. Because, like,
Oh,
and maybe, and also we were supposed to give, like, kind of like a
oh yeah,
warning in the beginning. Obviously, this book is about her aunt, and she commits suicide, and it's just, like, very
very
sad,
sensitive
and she
topic.
deals with that the entire book. I don't know if you say that on YouTube, but I felt like throughout the book, the author tried to keep the theme and, like, maybe the symbolism of, like, you don't always get an answer, like, you don't
Mhm.
always know why.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why we didn't see them interact.
Yes, but also I felt like that almost ruined it because like it if she were to she obviously was able to like hug her and see her and talk to her when she came home. So it's like wouldn't the first thing that she asked her or one of the first things be like why did you like don't do it? You know what I mean? Like and try and warn her or tell her or like it seems like it messed up the time continuum because if she was able to talk to her and see like how much
Yeah.
she was like please don't ever leave me, like then she wouldn't have done it. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
but
she
I
maybe
but
would have,
I
but like I don't know.
but maybe she did that. Maybe this is what we're supposed to be talking about. It's like maybe she
Yeah.
didn't tell her at all because
Yeah. 'Cause that's, like, traumatic for the
because
aunt.
that's, yeah, and also, or maybe she did, and then 7 years later, or whenever, yeah, it was like 7 years
Yeah,
later,
basically,
and
yeah. He still went and
yeah, but it also is the idea of, like, you never know what someone's going through, and
well, and also they kind of floated the idea that maybe it was even an accident. She was like, we never really found out, like, what happened." Like,
yeah,
we think that it was something that she did intentionally, but, like, you can't ever say with situations like
yeah.
that, so
I think she hinted at that when she was like, oh, she was planning on going on this trip when she got the package.
yeah.
And it was,
Yeah.
like, the Iceland trip. She's like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
guess she was planning on going basically until she wasn't."
Yeah. I know. I almost wish that they would have not had that happen. That scene where her aunt came back home because I feel like because yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, like this next chapter is gonna be so emotional." Even
Yeah.
even in Fable, I was like, "I'm scared to read the next chapter" because I thought it was gonna be their conversation.
Yeah.
And we never got to see it, which I felt like that was sad.
Yeah. I'm curious what her intent was in writing it that way. I would actually really like to know, but I think honestly it's probably that idea of, like,
You can't get
you
closure from
can't.
something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like
Yeah.
it's just really not. Yeah, but I I think she should have kept the apartment because apartments in New York are so expensive, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, this girl had a whole Upper East Side apartment with the doorman, and
Yeah, a nice one.
she'd leasing, or she should have, like, leased it out or something, but I get it. She wants to move on. But I guess in the end, it was like her and Ewan did live there for a little bit, and then she was packing up her
Mm.
things and, like, left.
Do you feel like she should have to tell the next like, the person who buys it about the time travel? Or they
No.
should just find out on their own? Because didn't somebody told her about it?
The aunt.
Or
Someone told the aunt.
someone told the aunt, and also didn't someone tell, Vera about it? She was like, "Oh, yeah, when I moved in, they warned me about this," or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. I kind
So
of
I feel
forgot
like
that Vera moved there.
mhm. So I feel
Yeah.
like it's kind of like you have, like, a moral obligation.
Yeah, or, like, legally when you buy a house in California, like, you could say if someone, like, passed away in the last, like, 5, 10 years, like, maybe
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
So
they're like,
maybe.
if your apartment time travels, you do need to let the next tenant know."
Yeah, but how are you supposed to say, "It's supposed to teach you a life lesson, so just go with it. It's a
I
little
know,
woo-woo."
I know.
I would be like, "Yes."
Also, okay, the other thing is that I wish that maybe the aunt would have come into the apartment to see her after everything had maybe to see her and Ewan or something so that she was able to tell her aunt, like, I know it didn't work out for you, but it worked out for me. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
that she would have had
Yeah.
that closure, like, okay, at least like for you, it's gonna work out kind of thing. Cause like when
Yeah.
she came back, she didn't know if they were gonna end up being together.
That's true. Because he had just left.
Yeah.
Frick, yeah, I know. I get how I feel about it. It's like, I feel like there could have been so much more to the book. Like, I wanna know more, but I guess it's nice. You can just kinda make it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It did leave a lot of up for speculation
Mhm, mhm.
and interpretation. This is a fun interactive one. So, guys, if you're watching, please comment. Would you travel 7 years into the future or past, and who would you want to meet there? I don't think I would because that sounds really stressful. If anything, I would travel past because I know what happened already. Like I'm scared of the future. Like I wouldn't ever want to like know what's happening in the future because I feel like that's like scary.
Oh my gosh. I would go to the future.
You would?
Yeah.
But what happens if you go in the future and like
Don't
something
say
bad
it.
had happened?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it would just. Well, I guess she goes back in time. So
She goes back.
yeah.
But like, would you like if you could walk into your house and someone from the future, 7 years in the future, was there? Would you rather that, or would you rather walk in and be in the past?
I guess in the past is safer, but the future is kind of cool because I like to think of like, okay, so in 7 years, like I'll probably be back in California, and I'm like, oh, how did this go? Like, how did
Yeah.
this thing happen? Like, how did I end up with blue hair? You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
all the
yeah,
little
yeah.
things that add up to like where you are. I always think about like doing the
Yeah.
little string theory, and I'm like, how did that happen? Like, I feel like only good things. Take me somewhere
Yeah,
good.
only good. I know. See, I would want to go 7 years in the past because that literally is Ricky and I would have just started dating.
Oh my
Like
god,
to like
yeah.
to the exact month, basically, because our anniversary is November. So it was like would have been like the first month that we were officially dating.
Okay, I'm like 7 years. 7 years. What were you doing? Because I was there too.
Well, 7 years ago,
Going on a date with Ricky.
we were
Perfect.
living together.
Yeah, we
Me and
were.
you were little
Yeah,
twins.
I was gonna say where we were living. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. No,
we
it
used
was
to. You guys, when we lived together, we used to have full size beds in like a huge primary room, and
literally this far apart.
literally this.
They were right next to each other, and I kid you not. Okay, actual real distance.
We would stick out our feet, and we could touch our feet.
Yeah, they were probably this far apart, and we called them. We were like, we're little twins,
and
and that was.
the closet was huge.
It was.
Yeah,
And we had a little
was a-
ensuite bathroom. It was.
that
We
was
were
the
living life.
time.
That was fun.
And
That
I think
was
we
a
paid
good
like
time.
$500 each.
No, literally, and we were like, this is expensive. I think we paid 600 each.
Yeah, I was
And
like,
it was-
this is too much money, Nikki.
breaking
I
the
can't
bank.
afford it.
You know, and I was like, that is tragic. And we literally, for that whole apartment, it was a 3 bedroom. I think that the whole entire apartment was less than $3,000 a month.
Yeah, and remember Lawrence's room? Well, he was never there. Jane, our other friend, was working a lot. Like she had like 2 jobs at the time, and then we were like we're just home all the time.
Yeah, for so cheap. I want to move back there. I like that apartment.
Yeah, it was nice.
I was like
Yours
gonna
is
say,
nicer
but
now.
yeah, huh?
Yours is nicer now.
Yeah, but it's literally so expensive. So maybe I can get a cheaper one. Stay tuned to see if I move in February.
Well, I'm moving.
Well, yeah. When's the big announcement?
I could do it now.
Okay.
I have my own background.
Oh,
You
no.
guys, I'm moving to London.
What is that from? Magnolia Parks?
Yeah, Magnolia Parks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Magnolia inspired me, and I'm moving to London.
No, that's not why, but
That's not why, but I actually am
You can do it
moving.
if you
So
are.
stay tuned for the podcast. Sorry, the
no, all 6 people here are gonna spoil everything for us.
the book club. I'm bringing my mic with me, and I'm bringing my lights. So just know that I'm excited. Woo. Nikki's so
We need
excited to
make
get
a
rid of me.
video, like a video announcement about it
Yeah. Should I wear a little top
for
hat?
your 20 followers.
I know. I need to be better. I was thinking I should make a TikTok today. I thought about it for a while.
But yeah, at least you worked out today. I didn't. So
Yeah, only for like 30 minutes.
okay,
Anyway,
we need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this one? If you had a plane ticket to anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I have a plane ticket. I'm going to London.
London. You'd love a plane ticket to and from because that shit is expensive.
Yeah, no, it's just a one-way ticket. I think if I could go anywhere in the world right now, I would definitely want to go to probably Australia.
Ooh, I don't because of spiders. Big one.
Well, probably Australia. Our friends just came back from Tokyo and loved it.
I would love to go to Tokyo.
I want to go to Iceland. I would like to go to Copenhagen.
I want to go to school now. I'm going to school now. Okay, sorry. You know that did you ever watch that video?
You know, he's having the little suitcase.
Yeah, I like my suitcase.
This is gonna get flagged.
No. Flags. I would like to go to.
Can you
I
guys
think-
also share where you would like to go?
Yes, please. They're done with us.
We
Maria.
might buy one of you guys a ticket.
Giveaway. No, I think I want to go to like Vermont. Like I'm so lame. Like I don't want to travel international anymore. So I'd like to go to Vermont.
I don't want to go.
I really want to just do another East Coast trip. Oh, you know what? Me and Ricky need to do I'll tell you about this later. We need to pick where we're going to go. I want to go to a new state every single year with him. And we need to pick one
Ooh,
for
that's
next year.
cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Can I come?
Okay. All right. It's
I
time
wonder
for our
what it
Christmas
is.
book. Let me grab it. Dun, 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 dun.
The main course has arrived.
Yes, chef. Okay, guys. I'm sure you've seen this if you're in the Instagram chat. How my neighbor stole Christmas. Oh my god, look at the way that it's like.
I know it's
green
kind of
screen.
like it's been cut out.
Well, because it thinks it's a green screen.
Oh, that's funny. Put it in like on your chest like this. There you go. Perfect.
Yay.
I'm
Anyway,
excited.
I'm very excited. I am gonna be so honest with you. I started it and I'm literally only on like chapter 2. Not loving it. It's also really long. But you know what?
I read that it's too long for its own good.
I mean, that's how any romance book that's over 400 pages it just should not be. Really, honestly, like 300, 350 is pushing it for me with romance.
Yeah, I'm excited though. I don't think I've ever read like a Christmas themed book.
I love a good Christmas book. And this one it's like an easy read. And it's already fun. And it's cute because it literally is like the Grinch Stole Christmas because like the aunt's name is Cindy Lou or Cindy Lewis or something like that. And then there's like the guy's friend's name is Max, like the dog. Cindy
Oh,
Lou.
cute.
Yeah, so it's cute. And honestly,
it's on Kindle Unlimited, everybody.
That's amazing. Yeah, because I know people like to do Kindle Unlimited. We can try and pick more.
I'll post it on the chat. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna get off right now. You should post it in the chat and then also post your Fable recap.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I think people are gonna want to see that.
I'll do it after the announcement.
Okay, slay.
Slay.
Get it? Slay. Santa's sleigh.
Ew, stop.
Slay diva.
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming to our live stream. Sorry, it was a chaotic one. Next month we may have our stuff more together. I can
We'll do it in
guarantee.
person.
We'll try and do it in person.
I'll bring my mic.
She can. Well, we'd only need. I guess we could do
bring
two
my
mics.
mic.
We could do like a whole little setup. That'd be cute. Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Hey everyone. Ho ho ho. Have you been on the naughty or the nice? Okay, we're done. I need to go to bed. It's only 7 p.m. Okay. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
How do I leave?